The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackelford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606 344 0217, or you can reach me by email heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media presents the my bad, Around the Region, the Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Mark Greger, alongside Ryan Garnett, and also alongside Edward Hall. As soon as he gets here, he's running a little late, and hopefully I can get this off of here pretty soon. But there we go. And of course, Ryan is gone too. But again, the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media presents Around the Region, the Sports Talk Show. And we're waiting for Ryan to get back on. I guess he's doing the Edward deal, the Sharon and Karen and all that good stuff. So hopefully we could get him on pretty. Oh, there's Ryan. Ryan, you're much quicker than Edward. Have you already did all the Sharon and all the Karen and all the good stuff?
Yes, I have.
So far so good on my internet. I did some adjusting, and of course I'm still working on the man cave back here. And again, hopefully, eventually one of these years I get it ready, and I don't show half my wardrobe of clothes here on the side. But no, a man cave is a work in progress, right? I'm sure you understand.
Yes, I mean, as you see, I'm in my guest bedroom. So I call it my guest bedroom and my showroom, I guess you want to
So,
call it.
so basically, you're just all allowed to call it your man cave. You had to call it your guest room.
Yes.
I got a good show lined up tonight, right? We've got uh, from Metcalfe County, we got Rory Bragg. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. And from Jackson County, we got Sophia Martinez. And got a real good show lined up. We got a seventh grader and eighth grader on tonight. So, a lot of young talent across the state. We talk about it every week. And while we got a minute, let's go ahead and take a special shout out to them photographers. You know, all these graphics that we put together every week. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do it. Shout out to Keisha Ambergy, John the Deaton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hoskins, Mater's Memories, Chrissy Brassfield, Bob Cornett, Erica Felty Marler, Chastity Sailors, Shanda Whitehead, Scott Bunch, Daryl Lovett, Carrie Mattingly, Paul Coots, Miranda Brock, and Savannah Philpott, Valerie Rutherford, Ryan Garnett, Edward Hall, Allison Messer. Who else am I missing?
Scott Warren, you got the Wildflower Frames Photography, if I don't get tongue twisted at once. And then you got all of the photographers out in Western Kentucky and, of course, all over the state of Kentucky.
While we're waiting for our first guest, let's go ahead and Ryan, I'm going to give you the opportunity to explain it if you don't care. Go ahead and explain what that little QR box is there on the left hand corner.
Yeah, if you see the little QR code on the top, as y'all know, last week or the week before, my days get mixed up anymore. I got our website up and running. That little QR code is a direct link to our website. So all you have to do is if you're on a computer, take your cell phone here and scan it over top of it, and a little hyperlink will pop up, and it will go straight to our website.
And
Now,
you know, And Ryan's always fixing this stuff up for us, and he's good at what he does. And me, myself, and I'm still even trying to figure out what a QR code box, whatever it exactly is. But just listen to Ryan, and Ryan will definitely show you the way. And while we're trying to take the next step into high tech, I'm still trying to learn all these new changes that StreamYard keeps hammering us. StreamYard. I'm 52-year old. I work very slowly. My mind works slow. All these new changes is confused. They even changed the StreamYard logo, which is actually quite nice. I actually like the green duck. I guess
I like
that's
the
what
blue
that
one.
is. Ryan says he likes the blue duck, and I'm telling you, now we're caught in the crosswinds. Do we like the blue duck or do we like the green duck? So,
I guess, Mark, I guess we're going to have to wait till Edward gets on here to figure out which one he likes the best and let him settle it.
well, Edward will disagree with you just to disagree with me. I mean, that's how that works there. And again, we're waiting for our first guest. I want to give a special shout out to a special someone to me. Um, Ryan, if you don't care, go ahead and click on some of these pictures because what I'm afraid of, I might hit the wrong pictures and we might show some of Edward's surprises here after a while. So, and then Edward will get all mad and, well, you know how that works behind the scenes. But I want to wish my first grandson happy birthday today, 3-year old Huxley. I love you to death, and just a perfect time. And I think I could go at it from there. We went to the park there in Marble, and we just had a perfect time. There's two of my sons and one of his uncles too. He's styling, profiling on the bicycle there, and in another picture. Hopefully, I get it pulled up
Oh,
here.
well,
It's
I
Ryan
think
that's
me and
hit.
you, I think me and you was hitting it at the same time.
Well, I'll let you hit it. I'll let you hit the next one. Somehow it's not coming. And of course, look at the birthday cake. And I'm telling you, right, I ate 3 cupcakes and half that cake. I did. I did. Yeah, I was pretty hungry. Pretty hungry. And there's his aunt, which is about 1 year older than him, helped him open the gifts. And there's the mommy, and I love you to death, Cassie. You did such a great job with Little Hucks, and I can't say enough about you. And there's a little man himself, 3-year old, and the aunt that's 1 year older than him. So that's a story to itself. And there's mommy and my son and my little man right there. I just love that picture. I had to post it up, but I had to brag a little bit about little man. But I know we're a sports talk show, but if you're listening, I love you all, and Cassie, Sebastian, thank yous for keeping little man safe for 3 years and being the parents that you are. You do an awesome job. Keep it up. I could have not ever did no better than what you have, and love you, little man. And next time, you're not chasing me down. This next time, I'm gonna get in better shape. I got Bowflex order. Okay, the weight's gonna come off, and I will outrun you. So it's on. But love you and happy birthday, little man. But Rhonda, how's your day going? I know you're probably peeping on that little Duke Yukon game over there. On you,
Unfortunately, yes.
you got your eyes probably glued on it right now. And
Yes, yes, I do. But I've been pretty good. Was watching Cincinnati play earlier today, and I kind of fell asleep halfway through the game and woke up and the game was off. Didn't mean to fall asleep today, but doing pretty good. Yesterday, me, Mark, and Edward here. We saw some pretty good softball. Minus it was very, very cold outside, and Mark can agree.
oh yeah, um, Rory's going to be a little bit late. I just got a message from them. They're saying about 6:18. Run a little bit behind, but you know what? We always run behind, so we'll for sure forgive her on that. We're never on time, Ryan. So,
Oh no. Uh,
but
you,
but
you, you
she's
did you did say 6:18. You remember that's Central Time Zone. It's
But
7,
now
8 in our time.
yeah, they're in a different time zone. Plus, she's actually doing something resourceful. She's actually practicing. What we did, I'll just say a lot of cake today, and basically about it. Watch some ball games, and of course, it's all about March Madness right now. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is. Hey, I got my blood. I don't know if I can show it. I can't show it. I can't get my arm. Yeah, there we go. See. See, the Reds are in my blood. So, how about the Reds? 2-3 against the Red Sox. Hmm.
Uh,
Is it their year? Are
One
they
to
going
seven.
to make it to the NL Divisional Championship Series to get blasted by the Dodgers 4-0?
Uh, I just hope to make it there.
Well, we all know nobody's beating the Dodgers, so we might as well just put that on the side. You know, Ohtani or whatever his name is, he's going to strike out 17 and hit 4 home runs in the World Series game, and he's going to be the World Series MVP again. So it doesn't matter. It's the way it is, the way the world works, folks. If you don't have a $300 million payroll like the Los Angeles Dodgers, you will not win the World Series. You won't
That
win
are
it.
the Yankees.
Or the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees is even close to the Dodgers payroll. New York said, I'm not doing that. No, no. We can't sell no shirts here. But now, the Dodgers get a lot of slack for that, payroll. And I trust me, I'm on that bandwagon too. I don't like the small market, big market. It's unfair. Baseball needs to have a restructure. It's completely unfair. My
Oh well,
proposal is very easy. Treat it like England does in soccer. Have a Premier League and have a not so Premier League. I don't know what they call that second standard league.
I don't know, but I was right about one thing. One of the New York teams is number 2. The other one is number 3.
So you on payroll you got the Dodgers, New York Yankees, New York Mets.
Mets and Yankees.
I feared the oh like uh like the Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs. Are they anywhere within the payroll?
Dodgers, Boston 6. Cubs are 9.
Well, I figured the Cubs would have a bigger payroll than that. So who's for? That's quite interesting.
The Phillies and then the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh yeah, I guess they have to pay Harper up there about $300 million a year or something like that. The Phillies are sort of they remind me a lot like the Reds, and I'm a Votto guy through and through. God bless you, Votto, loved you. You was the man, okay. But the Reds was so hammered with his salary for so many years, they just absolutely couldn't do nothing else but other pay Joey Votto. I mean, it was. I mean, let's be truthful. And you know why he returned Cincinnati? Now he does return Cincinnati with something. He buys him a clock.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You can't go wrong with the clock that's in front of Great American Ball Park.
Everybody's gonna know what time it is. It's time to get to the ball game now. So they got the clock after paying him $300 million a year, whatever that they was paying him, which was at the time was unreal. And if you're a Reds fan, I got some sad news too. I know, Ryan, I'm gonna let you pronounce his name because I can't pronounce his name, but the best player on the team right now. You know who I'm talking about. The dude.
Yes, and Suarez, if I said his name right.
No,
Eugenio
not
Suarez.
no, not him. The guy who steals 40 bases and hits 40 home runs. And
Oh, La Cruz.
yeah,
Ellie,
LaCruz. We'll go LaCruz with it.
Ellie de La Cruz.
Yeah, we'll go LaCruz with it. Okay, but he got some sad news, Reds fans. He literally turned down the highest payday offer that Cincinnati ever offered in their history of being a franchise. Turned it down. So I know where he's going.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. But we all probably know where he's headed to
He
when
going to
his
Dodgers.
contract is.
He gonna be over there for Otani in his 3 years or whatever. So enjoy him for 2 more years, or how many more years they got on that rookie contract, or whatever, how they structure that stuff.
And you can probably guess what those average salaries in LA is. And I've got the number in front of me. See if you can get even close to
$10 million a year.
the total salary for a team. It's like $413 million.
$413 million. What is the Reds? Just off the top of my head, 80.
No, 147 million.
Woo, 147.
And that's not teams in the league.
And a lot of that's probably still paid on the Votto contract too. Let's be honest. I still know they owe on it.
Well, it can't be as worse than what the as I call them the fish. They're like 81. And they're last in the league.
Poor Marlins. Nobody comes to their games, and they don't care if they put me and you could go over there and play for the Marlins tomorrow if we wanted to. They give us a jersey.
I'll be okay with just taking money sitting on the bench.
But yeah, it's but now, in all honesty, they need to be a whole restructuring of baseball. It's a quick, easy fix. Watch some soccer over there in England, and you can fix baseball. It's pretty simple. But that being said, Ryan, let's go ahead. And even Rory here. She said she's going to be a little late. She's in her green room back there now, and she still beats Edwards. And Edwards like, I'm in Powell. I'm in Powell there. And that was 30 minutes ago. I could walk to Millsboro in 30 minutes. So yeah, Edward being fashionably late again. But let's go ahead and bring on our first guest, and hopefully I say the name right. Rory Bragg. Am I right about that?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming on, and I was bragging on you a little bit. Like we're always late here on our shows, and you actually, actually had a reason to be late, and like Edward, he's late for the show, and he really don't have a reason to be late other than just saying, well, I heard, but again, thank you for coming on, and hopefully Edward gets on here pretty soon. But thank you for giving us your time, and every now and then we send some stuff to that hot sports video. We've got a photographer that works for him. And I was scrolling down, just randomly scrolling down my Facebook page. I saw something, and I saw where a young lady had thrown a no hitter, and I think it might have been a school record. I was like, wow. And then I started looking into this, and then I found out that this young lady is in 8th grade. And I was like, wow, we definitely have to bring her on the show. So, before we go on, just talk a little bit about that game.
Well, it was last Thursday. I mean, I wasn't expecting nothing going into the game. I was like, maybe we'll win, maybe we'll lose. We had already lost 4 games, and I was like, well, got to do something here. And I actually had all 21 outs. The other out was a ground out to me. And, yeah.
So how long have you been playing? I'm sure you've been playing for a while, but is this your first year in varsity, or have you been on the varsity for a couple of years?
Well, I started practicing with varsity my 6th grade year, and then last year was my first year that I was allowed to play, so my 7th grade year.
Well, you're doing pretty good so for Metcalfe County, and we're based mostly, and we do branch out, across the state. We was in Rock Castle Saturday. It was covered like Chesapeake County, some teams out through there. But we try to branch out. But basically, we're region upon the 13th region and based upon here. Tell us a little bit about your school. Tell us a little bit about your district, your rivals, your region, just to familiarize, our viewers.
Well, Our region is the 4th region, and our school it's a really small school. And then we're in the 16th district. We have Monroe, Russell, us, Cumberland, and Clinton.
Well, and who do you consider your rival?
Probably Cumberland County.
Well, why is that?
Because they're the best team in the region this year.
And you're, let me guess, you're going after them.
Yeah.
Um, but looking at the schedule, you can see the. When I look at schedules, I don't look at the win losses. I look at the improvement and how competitive you've been. So you can definitely see the improvement there. So, what do you think that Ian has been doing now that maybe he wasn't doing at the beginning of the year?
I would say we're just now getting into the flow of things. Like we've been off for a while. Well, I played middle school, but
Yeah.
that's not everybody else has. We're just now getting back into the routine.
So you're sort of getting your feet up under you now, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ryan, I'll let the floor is yours since we're still waiting on Edward.
It's time to take a look at your pitching. How's the kind of the hitting, the type of teams that you might will play? How are they different from game in and game out?
Well, each different team has a different that some teams can hit better than others. Some teams are better with slower pitching. Some teams are better with faster pitching. So it really just matters the team. Yeah.
And time to take a look at. I kind of go back to last year's too, just so I can see kind of what teams are like and everything like that. But what's it going to try to take for your team to try to get over that hump and try to move on through that district tournament and hopefully get to the regional tournament?
Well, we're gonna have to be able to hit the ball consistently. We're not hitting the ball consistently right now.
And then, Mark, and then the one that's not here right now, it's my favorite question to ask. I don't know much about Watson and Edmonton, but what's your favorite place to eat at in Dale and McCaff County?
Well, we don't really have many options. So probably the Mexican.
While you're Mexican, though, the one that's not here, and you can get on him if he gets on here in time. He does not eat Mexican, but he likes Taco Bell.
Oh.
See, Mark, there's somebody else that disagrees with that one.
And before I go on with my question, just to let the viewers know, before you're outside celebrating and running up and down the streets, Duke did got down by 1 point. UConn somehow or another. I have no idea how they won this game, but they won by 1 point. Duke is out. But yeah, now everybody be running in the streets and celebrating. Roy, are they?
I would do too.
Are they certain teams you're pulling for the NCAA tournament, or have you even given it any attention?
I mean, I have, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've filled out a couple brackets, but I could care less who wins.
Did you do any good on your brackets?
No, I'm not very good at it. I mean, I play basketball, but I just not my thing.
After first round,
filling out brackets is not my thing.
Mine ain't either. I do it every year and I always lose by the first round. Just always do.
Mine is the first game of the year. Always.
Can I ask you a question? I ask a lot of student athletes when they come on this. I know you've got a course of life. You got this thing called school that you have to go to. You might be on spring break this week, or you're on spring break this week.
It's next week. We have one more week left of school.
Okay, so I know you've got school and all that good stuff. How hard is it for you personally to juggle between being an everyday student and doing the things that you do?
I mean, I say I manage it pretty well. I have like a schedule written out, and I have the days that like on my schedule. Actually, I think I have it. I can get it.
Well,
So
I'm talking about.
this is my schedule,
Oh
and then
yeah.
I have the days that I like. These are the days that I'll like shoot for basketball, and then when I'm in my softball off season, I'll have the days that I practice softball. So you typically my day would be I would go from high school basketball, and then I would go to volleyball, and then I'd come home and I'd do some sort of pitching workout.
Normally, I just go home. I go to work. I come home and lay around, eat a sandwich, go to bed. But see, look what she does. I mean, so are you able to keep up with that busy schedule and stuff?
My mom and dad helped me pretty well.
Well, I'm sure you owe all the thanks to mom and dad for sure for for helping you out and stuff and being able to be there for you. That's great too. You got a good support staff, and that's all that really matters. Um, but before we let you go, okay, um, can we ask you a couple of favors? I think we got our first comment on here, and let's see what we got here. I don't know what. Well, it said, "What are we doing?" Well, we're interviewing, and I guess we're happy because Duke lost. But but before we let you go, we're going to ask a couple of favors from you, if we could get them from you. First off, we did our own little field of 64 brackets. I don't know if you're familiar for a show, and we threw all the college basketball teams away. We said, what we're going to do here, we're going to replace them to our favorite restaurants. And so our first year, Texas Roadhouse won their national championship. Okay. Last year we said, let's go with favorite sports movies. Remember the Titans come out and won the national championship. So this year we help us. We're old and the minds start slipping, especially when you get as old as Ryan here. We tried we decided to vote on our favorite foods. So we'll show you some matchups on there, and then tell us which one you like better of each. If you don't care, you might get some strange You might get macaroni and cheese versus corn or something. Now, it doesn't tell what you might get here, but it's just their favorite foods. And if you don't care, can we get you a vote on it? And then after that, normally we say, well, Edward's got something to show you, but since Edward's playing hooky. By the way, uh, maybe you could help us out. When Edward does come back, what kind of punishment should we give Edward? We'll let you call this one.
I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff.
Should we write him up? Should we dock his salary? Should we make him write a piece of paper? I would not be late 25 times or something.
Yeah, you should make him right.
Okay, well, 50 times, Ryan. I will not be late for a show. As soon as I say it, he did not want to write. So he's hiding back there now. Let's see if he comes in. He's muted himself and he's hiding. But while he's trying to come out from hiding, Edward, Rory right here just said that you're going to have to write, I will not be late for the show 50 times.
Oh,
He ain't going to answer. So he's probably already getting pen and paper. but yeah, there's Edward already hollering back.
There goes the sound effects.
Yeah. But after that, like we normally do, we'll say, well, Edward's going to show you something and see what you think about it. But we'll go over for voting while Edward's getting logged on here. Spaghetti versus ravioli.
Spaghetti.
I like spaghetti. I can't hardly pronounce it. I just say spaghetti. Rice versus vegetable soup. I don't know what kind of rice it is. It's the flavor however you like your rice.
I guess I'll go with rice.
So how do you like your rice? Some people like plain rice and put like butter and sugar on it. Then you got others that like the chicken fried rice and stuff like that.
I like it. I like it just plain.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I love pickles.
I like the pickles with the ranch. You can't hardly go wrong with that.
I think I'm gonna have to go with pickles.
So do you eat yours with ranch?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
ranch.
I've got to go with hamburgers.
So what do you put on your hamburgers?
Oh, I like everything on it.
It's just you're the type you go to the restaurant, put it all on there.
Yeah.
Pickle, but okay. Well, I agree with whoever picks there. You can't go wrong with good old hamburger. And now all of a sudden I'm wanting that little thing from McDonald's. I don't know if you've seen it advertised. It's supposed to be the biggest hamburger yet.
No. Well, that's the only fast food
What?
restaurant we got in Metcalfe County. We only got it at McDonald's.
Well, I live in Williamsburg. We got about 4 of them, so we're about right with you. But we don't live in the big cities of Pineville like they do over there, where all the restaurants are at. Edward, are you with us? You want to show her your graphics? Or are you still floating around there?
Well, I'm still floating around trying to get caught up here, but if I can figure out how Ryan's got these done, I can try to show her.
I didn't put them all under together, so you have to try to figure out which one's which.
All right. So we do tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time, and also sorry that I missed the first half of the show. But
that's his story. That's his story.
Well, this is my apology to her. I ain't worried about you two.
She was a couple minutes late, but she had a legit reason to be late. She was actually practicing. What was she doing? She was probably eating at McDonald's somewhere.
I actually had my kids at Air Raid Trampoline Park.
That's his story. That's his story.
But out of the two graphics we're going to show you, I'm going to kind of ask you for a little bit of a favor. Tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. Okay, I like this one the most.
See, I even come on 30 minutes late and she still picks the OG graphic mark.
I figured she'd like a lot there.
Well, Edward,
And
she does
fried
like,
pickle.
she does eat. Yeah, and Edward, she does like Mexican, and she wonders why you don't eat Mexican, but you eat Taco Bell.
Well, let me guess, y'all didn't tell her the story?
Nope.
So here's why. One, I'm a very, very picky eater. And two, I can't read half of what's on the menu. And when I'm talking about picky, I'm talking about I don't do cheese on my hamburger type picky.
Let's see what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
But Rory, thank you for coming on. I'll let Ryan and Edward say whatever they need to say. Ryan, Edward, you got anything else to say to her?
I'm just going to say best of luck to you and your team the rest of the season, and just go get it.
Thanks.
Well, I want to apologize for being late, but from everything that I've got to see, the stats I've looked at, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Again, harping on what they were saying, I want to thank you personally for coming on. I know you got a thing called life, and you probably have a whole lot more better things to do on a Sunday evening instead of sitting here gossiping with us. But the one thing that I like about you get it. You come in here and you've had some laughs with us, and at the end of the day, laughter's the best medicine. You go through enough of the real world stuff all through the week. If we can come in here and have some laughs with you, I guess at the end of the day we've did our job, and hopefully we've made your evening a little bit better. But that being said, I've seen the video. You're doing stuff that a normal eighth grader don't do. So what you need to do, you keep walking that track. The sky's wide open for you right now, and whatever route you decide to do, if you decide just to stay in softball or any other sport, you're very gifted, talented. So you just keep walking the road you're going on, and the future is very bright. And I'm sure we're going to have you on here 100 more times, and we're going to be watching you on ESPN one day. So, yeah. So good luck with your future. Good luck with your team, and hopefully one day we'll get out there and get to cover you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. She's a good interview. Eighth grade, toss the no hitters. Eighth grade, toss the no hitters. I mean, what else? What else can you say about that? In eighth grade, only thing I was tossed, it was probably my half-baked hamburger away. I don't know. But while we're waiting for our next guest, hopefully they'll get on pretty soon. I haven't received anything from them. Maybe we'll get them on here pretty soon. But while we're waiting for our next guest, Edward, I've got to tell you this. I'm sure somebody's probably already sent you a message or nothing. But Duke completely choked down the stretch. They was like up 10 points, like a minute left, and UConn poured it on them and won the game. Might be one of the biggest choke jobs in the history of college basketball, or might go down. They was up probably about 8 to 10 points. He's up on them pretty good. I don't know what happened, but Duke's up like 60. What was it? They was up by 8, wasn't they, right? And the next time I know UConn win it by 1 point.
It was 5. It was 5 when we
Okay.
when we got on the show here.
Yeah, I don't know how that game turned so fast, but I thought Duke had it. But you'll hear enough about it as the evening progresses, I'm sure.
Well, what happened is that boy from UConn hit a dagger 3 and just sealed the deal.
It says with 0.4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that. But we talked about Duke,
which is their own fault. They had the ball and tried to throw a pass with 3 guys guarding 1. I mean, that's their own fault there.
Well, but we talked about it. I mean, we was like, if Duke gets to that point, how much would they have left in the gas tank? Let's be honest, they probably run out of gas a little bit toward the end of that game.
I mean,
they played maybe one of the hardest brackets I've ever seen a team have to play to get to that point. I mean, like Duke, not like them, it's the truth. But I think it's a runaway of Arizona right now. Nobody's playing them close.
Nobody. I've watched them play once or twice during this tournament.
But now I can also tell you from here on out, anybody but UConn. I don't care. Anybody else but UConn win this thing. UConn keep winning this, they're going to catch Kentucky and catch UCLA and pass everybody. They're absolutely, yeah. Regardless of what we call Duke, the gold standard, Kentucky, whatever, let's be honest, UConn's been the gold standard.
For the last few years, yeah.
Yes. And it's, yeah. But I'm gonna let you talk for a second. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of our next guest and just to talk about anything. Talk about Saturday's games there. What you seen?
Well, I've seen Ryan eating a lot of nachos with pulled pork on it, and wouldn't ask anybody if they wanted to buy it.
I will just shout out to Rockcastle County. I mean, the pork was amazing. And on another hand, shout out to Rockcastle's coach Tim, and you can make sure I don't butcher his last name.
McIntosh.
Yeah. Shout out for him for allowing us to come and cover on some of his Wells to Beach Classic, somewhere I would love to be at instead of right here. I'm gonna tell you, I mean, we did see some good, very good action.
Unfortunately, we only got to stay for about 3 games. The other game got postponed an hour after the third game ended, but did get to see Rockcastle, West Jasmine, and Perry County Central play. And West Jasmine is one of them teams that we don't always get to see. And it was a fun experience traveling out to new areas that we don't always get to go to. So it's always fun.
Yeah. It does look like we have our next guest.
Yeah, we got it. Now we got them on. Let me bring myself back on.
I was gonna say you're talking, but we don't see you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Are we ready for the next guest? I would talk Duke Blue Devils.
We're ready for our next game. It was better when you had your camera muted.
Let's bring her on. Hopefully I pronounced this right. Sophia Martinez.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. Thank you for coming on. And before we start asking you the hard hit softball questions, are there any of these teams you're rooting for the NCAA tournament? Are you like a Kentucky fan, a Duke fan, or a fan of the teams?
Not really. I just like to watch them all play.
So it didn't bother you, make you mad, or make you happy if Duke lost. It just another game to you.
Well, yeah.
But you're not a Duke fan, right? Is what you're saying? Okay. Well, Edward, never mind. It's a long story. But again, thank you for coming on. I actually got to watch you first-handed, but I wasn't able to go over there and talk to you because I had this thing called a job and stuff like that. And I couldn't actually go out there at the time, but what I see on the mound impressed me. And as soon as I got home, I was calling a lot of people, and already getting love here by Beth Gray saying, "Yay, Sophia!" and I was like, "Who is that? Who is that?" They told me who you was. I was like, "Well, what grade is she in?" She's in 7. What? She's in 7. What? First off, 7th grade. So, is this your first year varsity, or have you played varsity to this point, or how's that went?
No, this is the first year.
First year. I've got to ask you this before. Has anybody ever put a radar on your fastball? Because I noticed that when you went back and you let her go, that mitt was popping pretty hard.
Not in a while, no.
But she ain't gonna let us know what her miles per hour was. She's gonna just come and see that fastball. But I'm telling you, the thing that I liked, you was in complete control on the mound, and absolutely, you look like you had several different pitches there. And I don't want you to give a scout report on yourself, but you didn't only have one pitch. You was able to bounce that around quite a bit. Why have you did? I know you're playing varsity. Do you do like summer leagues and travel ball and stuff like that?
Yeah, I played travel ball during the summer.
How many years have you been doing that?
Since I was 7 or 8, probably.
I wonder she throwing 170 mile per hour. The Nolan Ryan Express there. I don't, folks, it's incredible. The student that we had before you, eighth grade, and I see a lot of similarities. She thrown a no hitter. She made a school record. Have you had a no hit game yet?
Not yet. Well, not in high school, but in middle school, yeah.
You probably had several of them in middle school, if I'm guessing.
I had a perfect game, yeah, one time.
So how does that make you feel when you draw a perfect game or a no hitter?
I mean, good, I guess.
So you don't, after you like strike the last person out, you don't feel like getting up there and flexing or anything like that.
No.
Uh, it- but
Well, that's what you would do.
I would definitely do. I would showboat. I'm a showboater.
Are you up there on the mound with the big league chewing gum in, blowing bubbles before you throw the pit?
Sometimes.
But Sophia, I could ask you 1,000 questions till we'll be like, I want up of here, but we'll let Ryan and Edward take over.
Lieutenant is taking a look at your schedule. I see that you played some pretty good teams to this point. How's your schedule going to shape up to help y'all when it comes to district play and then getting into postseason play?
I think we're going to go against some pretty hard teams, and it'll help us in district and stuff.
And then my favorite question to ask, I know in McKeedale there's not a lot of restaurants. It's about like Williamsburg is. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Mexican.
Oh, and I'm glad you brought it.
That's always everybody's answer is Mexican.
Edward Hill does not eat Mexican, but he eats Taco Bell every day.
That's the same thing.
See, Edward?
Almost. See, they like to say that, but they forget to tell you that I'm like a super picky eater. I'm the guy that don't do cheese on his burger, type picky. And two, I can't read nothing on the menu. If Mark says deluxe and I don't like the deluxe, the supreme, or any of that part, if I'm going to get a plain taco, I might as well go to Taco Bell and get it in 2 minutes and leave.
Sophia, you see what we go through. See, our guests before you tried to set them straight too. Do you want to try to educate them any about that? Tell them that when it comes to Mexican, you got burrito, taco, and maybe nacho. It's just whatever the nacho deluxe steak supreme. Something. I mean, it's just all worded a little bit different, but basically the same stuff.
Yeah, it is.
See, I can't do the deluxe. I can't do the supreme.
A deluxe is like add, sour cream, lettuce, and
I
maybe
don't
some
like
tomato.
sour cream.
Well, tell them hold the sour cream. See what we go through here. See what we go.
Yeah, but see, $10 for one taco there, or $2 at Taco Bell.
But I've got. I know we got a lot of McKee and Jackson County viewers right there. Views are good. Thank you to the viewers, and Sophia. It's a really, really good. Again, thank you to our viewers here. But for our Jackson County viewers, I'm old enough to remember this story. Please, somebody comment. The chat and chew. Chat chew. See if anybody remembers that. It used to be a good place to eat at.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right here, Beth. Beth Gray. Thank you, Beth. Yes. Now, Beth, you got to agree with me. Good place to eat. Right here. He says, Bond. Well, Brian kicked me off.
Well, I clicked on it first and you clicked on it.
See, Bond, Kentucky. near Anvil. And yes, very good place to eat at. I don't know how long it's been. I guess it's been torn out. I don't know. Like all the good places are gone. Yeah. But Sophia, that might have been a little bit before your time. Ryan's the oldest in here, followed by Edward. Then I'm 24. Then I'm guessing you're probably 14, 15 ish something.
I'm 14, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was close. So Edward,
Listen, you done blew my mind when you said you're 24. I done lost all tracks of all my questions right there.
well, I mean, I am the third youngest in here. It goes from youngest, younger. I don't know what I don't know how you say that, but like young and then old. The young people side, the old people side.
And you want to talk about me not eating Mexican?
Sophia, can I tell you another food story on Edward?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, when he orders a sausage biscuit, he orders like 4 hash browns and put all 4 hash browns
Two,
on the sausage biscuit.
and I do one.
Do you put hash browns on your sausage biscuit?
No, I don't eat a sausage biscuit.
Don't like them.
No.
So what kind of McDonald's breakfast items will you get?
Pancakes.
I like the pancake. They got the pretty good pancake though. Yeah.
I like
You
the
can't go wrong with
pancakes
pancakes
too,
for me.
but normally it's kind of hard for me to cut them and be driving at the same time. Mark won't cut them for me. I tried it.
Well, you can just bite into them.
Well, I would, but then I'm gonna have all that syrup draining down on top of me.
You see what we go through? Sophia's trying to
Well,
educate
it's so
you.
bad if it wasn't
Stab
warm
the,
weather.
you get
And I
that
have to
pork,
have the
you
beef
stab the
chasing me.
pancakes, you get all three at one time, and you eat it like that. Like, am I right? Am I driving?
And then see, nobody wants to see me at these baseball, softball games running around like it's rare, swatting at the bees, But if being a pitcher, is there any like certain like I know you got like left-handed and right-handed like batters? Does that have to change your approach when you step up to the mound?
Not really, I don't think. I don't think so.
So, which are also seeing you also bat also. So does that help you as a pitcher to be able to kind of know like what's
Yes.
going on?
When you're pitching, you want to think the opposite of what the hitter is thinking. And the same for when you're at bat. When you're batting, you want to think what the pitcher's thinking. So
which one do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy like knocking the ball around more or striking people out?
it's kind of equal. It's the same.
Well, see, if Mark was the one pitching, I would prefer to, knock it over the fence. That way I can flex at him the whole time I'm running. But so, have you ever had one of those games? I know you said you had a perfect game. But have you ever had one where like a batter got up, like pointed at you and said that they was going to knock it over the fence?
No, that's not happened yet.
So, do you stay calm on the mound, or you like to talk a little, like do any trash talking or anything?
I think I stay pretty calm.
Well, see, if it was me, and I struck Mark out up there, I'd probably go trip him, kick a little bit of dust on him, probably point at him, and then tell him try next time. But just saying, that's what I'd do to
He's not
Mark.
striking me out. I'm like bigger, stronger, faster. I would point at my shot on him. Yeah.
Well, if it was my friend, maybe, but
Well, see, Mark, you said you was the youngster, so if I'm the oldster, I got wisdom, so I know how to strike you out. So it ain't happening.
Yeah, but I got so much physical strength. If I hit the ball, it's not coming down though. It's
Well, see,
something
that's
like
the
that.
key word you said. If you see the ball, now I can go ahead and tell you, from the games I've covered, how anybody hits these baseballs and softballs, I have no idea because I can't even see it till I hear the bat, and
No,
the baseball
no.
connect.
One of these days, I'm gonna
So,
sneak at one of these Jackson County games. I'm gonna bring a radar gun. I'm gonna see how fast she actually is. I'm telling you, when she roars it back, the only thing you see on that catcher's mitt is like a puff of like the. Yeah, I mean it snaps in there. Yep, yep. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try to
so
hit one of her. Well,
do you wear the sunglasses and everything when you're pitching, or
No.
so the sun don't affect you when you're up on the mound?
No, not really.
So I do got questions for you. I've asked a couple of them this. Like Saturday, we went to Rock Castle and covered the Where's the Beach Classic at. And the weather was kind of weird. It went from being like hot 1 minute to very strong winded the very next minute. So have you played in like those style games? And if so, how did you have to adjust anything?
Yeah, it's definitely harder on your arm when it's cooler like that. So I try to always bring like something to wear too on my arm if it ever happens.
So do you prefer the cooler weather, the hotter weather? I mean, which one do you
The
prefer to
hotter
pitch in?
weather, definitely.
Do you like it when it's like a good misty rain to keep you cooled down a little bit?
I'd rather it be really hot than cold at all.
So, final question I got for you before I get you over to Ryan. But what would you classify your favorite aspect about softball?
Mm, I don't know.
striking people out.
I like it all around. I mean, I like hanging out with my friends. I like competing. Just the whole thing.
You heard that, Mark? She's a so you're competitive at heart, then.
I guess so.
But Ryan, Mark,
Uh,
Uh,
Mark, I got one question that I forgot to ask. Uh, I know some fields now have tough, and some fields now still have the dirt. But when y'all play on a tough field or a dirt, which one would you prefer to play on?
Dirt.
um, just for the record, I got this cotton candy right here. I love this stuff. I'm sitting here looking at it. I can't refrain myself. I'm gonna start putting this in my mouth. And a shout out to Rory too. She's hung in the green room and she's still in the green room watching us here. But Rory, I don't know if you see me. I hope you like that cotton candy also. There, I'm like gnawing it down right now. So every chance I'm getting, I'm trying to sneak a bite or two of it. Good stuff. Yeah. But Sophia, we're going to ask you the same thing. If you don't care, we're going to ask you a couple favors before we let you go. I know you're probably wanting to go, but I don't know if you're familiar with our show, but we did our little tournament brackets. We told all the NCAA tournament, all the college basketball teams, get out of here. We don't want you. So we filled the bid with our favorite restaurants. Texas Roadhouse won our first year. Then we decided to do favorite sports movies. Remember the Titans won their favorite sports movies. And then all of a sudden, Ryan and ever come up with this idea, well, we'll do favorite foods. So what we're going to show, we're going to show you some matchup on foods and tell us which one you like if you don't care. And then I think Edward made up a few things he wants to show you.
Okay.
Spaghetti versus ravioli.
Spaghetti.
And you say that much better than me. I just say spaghetti. Oh, yeah.
Rice. I don't even think I've ever ate veggie soup.
So how do you like your rice? Are there a certain way you like your rice?
I don't know. I just like the Mexican rice.
Well, Sophia, before we go any further, I'll tell you an old school style that my mom rose me up on. And something you should try. And then you can get back to us later on and see how you like it. White rice, okay? And then put some butter and sugar on it, in it. And then
Ain't
tell
nothing
us what.
better than the original rice. Throw you a little bit of sugar in there.
Oh, yeah. Sugar and butter. Yeah. Try it like that, Sophia. Then let us know what you think about it someday.
All right.
Okay. Fried pickles against fried taters. And you know when we're from Kentucky, when it's fried taters. It's not fried potatoes. We don't know what potatoes is around here. It's taters.
I don't like pickles, so fried taters.
Do we even sell potatoes in Kentucky?
No, we just
I
sell taters.
I think we only sell taters.
And maters. Taters and maters. So you don't like fried pickles? You don't like the ranch on them?
No, I don't like pickles at all.
Chicken versus hamburgers.
Chicken.
So you like the KFC type, or you like the chicken sandwich, or the Chick-fil-A, or the Raising Cane's, or?
I like my dad's chicken.
So
the one he made.
Does he do like old school fried chicken?
Yeah, sort of.
I know where I'm going to go next chicken meal there. Like that would be surprised. I've not had fried chicken in a while. Nobody wants to cook it around my house. And so I want it in the microwave, Frozen chicken sandwich, what I get. But I think Everett's got a few things that he'd like to show you.
Well, I do got
I'm eating this cotton candy.
A picture here that I'm gonna show you that involves some chicken. So that way you can't say that I don't eat chicken. See, chicken on a stick.
I've never seen that before.
Well, my wife seen it and made me cook it on a grill. So
the sad part about it, Sophia, nobody got to even taste it.
Oh.
Edward ran them all off at the spatula. They ate every one of them.
Well, my wife and kids got to eat it. I got stuck eating the hot dogs. But we do tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time to come on. And I can also see that the KHSAA has spelled your name different than you did. So if I misspelled your name because of them, just let me know, and I will go back in and re-alter it before I send it over to them to get to you. But out of the two graphics we made, I'm going to ask you for a small favor and tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. I like that. I like that one the best. Thank you.
See, even though we disagree on the Mexican part, she does like the OG graphic the best. See, you can't go wrong with the original.
She did like the lightning a little bit. She did like the lightning a little bit.
But from the videos that Mark had sent us and the stats I've looked up and some of the highlights I've got to see, You're killing it. Your team's killing it. Looking forward to getting the chance to watch you firsthand myself. And I just want to wish you and your team best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing, but I am gonna try to make it down. I see y'all play down at Pineville on the 18th of April. I'm gonna try to come down if I don't have nothing going on and try to watch some of y'all play down there.
Sounds good.
Looks like Tuesday you're playing at Model, and it looks like your team might be going on a little bit of a road trip. So
Yeah.
it looks like you're gonna be playing a team out of, if I'm seeing this right, New York
Mm-hmm.
and Ohio, and it says the Ripken WVF at Riverfront. So I'm guessing at Ohio where you're going.
No, at Tennessee.
Okay, well I'll take
That's a
River.
Pigeon Forge.
Okay, well, I take Riverfront. I take Riverfront Stadium. I don't know for some odd reason. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting right there. But I'm just gonna harp on what they said. Great interview, Sophia. We do that, and like I said, I will tell you this for real. I've been doing this for a long time, and what I see on that mound was something that you don't see at the 7th grade level. Like, I don't know if you listened to the interview before us, had an 8th grader on, and both of you are very, very talented. Both, and this is amazing what I've seen your performance against a really good team. And you, the performance was crazy, and you doing the things that you're doing at your age is not seen around this area. And you keep on keeping on, and good things will come. And hopefully, I can get back up there again sooner than later. But got this thing called a job. Good luck against Model, and I'm sure all you young ladies who you to be behaving yourself on them road trips, go to bed at certain times, and well, what stays on it, whatever. I'll shut up. But good luck to you personally in your future. Good luck to your team, and it was a pleasure to go up there and watch your team.
Thank you. It was nice having. Thank you for having me. Sorry.
Thank you. Another good interview, and I don't know if Rory hears me. Maybe she'll wave at me through the green room if I see her. Do you hear us? Oh yeah. Can we can we bring you back on for a second? Just for 1 second. See if she'll allow us to bring us back on. Huh? Can we bring you back on? Okay, she gave us a thumbs up. Now, Edward, Rod, answer me this question. Okay. All the years that we've been doing this show and covering sports, and you're much older than me. Have you ever seen a student athlete stay on the whole show in the green room?
No.
I didn't know I was still on there. I was just watching.
So,
Did y'all see
so
me
you,
eating?
yeah, you have
I
you have
took my
did.
computer to the kitchen and
I thought you was actually liking the show, and I was going like, we finally got somebody that likes us. Yeah.
no, I wanted to hear about the other girl too. I was just listening.
No, we're just kidding. We just had to have some more fun with you because, like I said, you get it. You come in here and you have some laughs with us. Since you hung on her show the whole time, I'm sure Edward and Ryan will be in agreement. If you ever get time, okay, I know you got a busy schedule right now. You're more than welcome to come on one of these Sunday or Wednesday nights and co-host with us.
I would love to. Just
Okay. Only thing you have to do is just come up with a couple of questions. We can probably help you with that. I'm not good with my questions. Ryan's pretty good at them. And Edward's a questionnaire, man, and how you do your notes. You probably have, I bet you already have 15 pages of questions already. But yeah, you're more welcome to come back on anytime as a co-host or anything like that, or just come on and just chat and do it for kicks and giggles with us, and tell us a little bit about how your team's doing and stuff. And really appreciate that. I was seeing that in the background. I was like, maybe we finally got somebody that likes us. And yeah, I was feeling good. Right, Edward, come on, you got to give her some props there. Okay.
Hey, listen, I agree with you 100%. Everything you said, I'm all for it.
Oh,
You can come
absolutely.
back on.
Unless you just
Yeah,
like
I'm
my,
on the thing again.
You
we,
can,
Sorry,
we
that's
ain't
my
letting her
fault.
go.
Oh, they saw that I was still on there. Oh.
I think she was
but,
just on here. She was wanting some cotton candy or something. I don't know.
hey,
She
she
wouldn't
can
give me
even
no.
invite one of her teammates on,
Yeah, yeah.
and
You bring
she
your
could
teammate.
be the host asking the question.
Mhm.
Yes. So, what you need to do for us, if you can, uh, I work for a school system, so by law, I can't personally reach out to you. I can reach out to
Okay.
your parents, but now Edward is like the only one that don't work for a school system here. So if you want to send him a friend's request or let him send you one, then maybe you can work out the detail or something like on a future show. And even if you want to bring on a teammate or something like that, well, we would gladly have you. I think we're officially getting ready to launch the Wednesday show also. Well, I might not have said that, but I think I just let the cat out of the bag. I know, Edward. I'm sorry, Edward. I'm sorry, Edward.
I done had
But
like the big bang surprise gonna be letting off, and
oh,
you
okay.
done ruined it now.
Well, do you need to go, or can you stay with us for a few more
I'm
minutes?
fine. Yeah, I don't got
Okay,
nothing to do.
okay. We're gonna do our voting on their food. Okay, I know you already had to go through that food voting, and then what we do at our end of our show, we do our final comments, where we give shout outs and I don't know exactly where that's at, Bob, but it said that he is checking in from. Can you read them?
Needham County. I guess that's how you say that.
Rory, you know how to pronounce that?
I can't pronounce nothing, so
I can't either. I can't either. So, but we'll go ahead and do our vote, but then we'll do our final thoughts, and then we'll let you chime in on that. You can give a shout out to your loved ones. You can say what your plans for the week is. You can say just anything. Hi to just anybody. Hi to anybody. Tell us your plans. And we normally try to do like a inspirational quote too, but like Edward tried to make one up, like somebody steps that elevator or something once before. And well, I don't know.
There is no steps, or there is no elevator to success. You got to take the steps.
Yeah. See, Edward thought that by himself. I think he still copied it from somebody, but we do something.
No, I put steps in the word success. The other one says stairs, but they don't have success. It says you can't take the elevator. You got to take the stairs. That's all they said.
But we'll go ahead and do the voting there, Ryan. We're ready to vote. Sketty.
Well,
I like sketty. I could eat it with chili, like the chili sketty type deal, or I could eat it with ragu and meatballs. Sketty.
I'm gonna say spaghetti.
Yeah, gold star
How my
chili.
listen, my little girl,
I'm gonna go.
pronounces it spaghetti, so that's how I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, Getty.
I'm gonna go with spaghetti as well.
Well, I'm 100% rice on this one.
Yeah, who eats vegetable soup unless they're sick? And then, like, mom makes you eat a vegetable soup. You got to eat your vegetable soup. It'll make you feel better. Okay.
Ryan will be the one that picks vegetable soup.
Yeah, because he'll probably say, I'm making a bowl tomorrow. Yeah. So even Bob said, thank you, Bob. Bob said sketty.
But I am gonna. You all right, Edwin? I'm gonna go veggie soup because one, my wife voted on it earlier, and I'm gonna have to go
Yeah,
with it.
he's probably fixing the skillet tomorrow. I like fried pickles, but it's hard for me to go against fried taters.
Well, I'm gonna have to go fried pickles.
I went with fried pickles as well. It was not even a question.
Emma Gray
Mark.
said, hi, Rory. I guess that's a friend or a teammate right there.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
Well, she's always welcome to come on with you. The door is open.
I'll have to tell her. That'd be something, all right. Well, she probably just heard me.
Chicken
See,
and
that
hamburger.
can be the guest that you interview right there.
Yeah, you can interview your own teammate.
You can hit her with the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah. Who is the best dancer on your team? Who makes the best grades on the team? Who sings the best on the team? Who cooks the best on the team? You could ask her all kinds of questions.
Well, if I asked who sings the best, she would say she sings the best. She thinks she's going to American Idol.
Oh, well, maybe we could get her on here and sing a little bit. I got a pretty mean song, karaoke lifestyle.
I was going to say that Mark said that he's been to American Idol and won it 6 times now, but he's still sitting on his recliner at his house.
Well, Bob, he says he loves me some raw chicken. He said you got to try. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I like some fried chicken.
I will say I guarantee 10 to 1 your teammate probably sounds a whole lot better than Mark.
Well, what we'll do, we'll have her teammate. We'll have Emma and Ryan have a sing-off.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Ryan will challenge anybody. He's the karaoke king.
You don't want me to sing.
What? Ryan's a very modest guy. He can throw down the best of them. But Edward, Ryan, Rory, we got one more vote here.
Yeah, we got one more.
Go hamburgers.
I'm going chicken. There's just so much you do with chicken. Chicken noodle soup, chicken dumplings, fried chicken casserole, chicken this, chicken that, chicken nuggets, just chicken fingers. Yeah. A hamburger, you don't do so much. Just hamburger. Draw a hamburger or cheese on it.
Well, you got hamburger helper?
Sorry, Mark. I'm going to have to go with hamburgers.
Well, eat more chicken, that commercial.
Mark, be like water. Be formless.
So, Ryan, give us the totals, and then we'll say our final thoughts here, and then we'll call it a night.
Well, I'm waiting on Edward to do his noise. First one, fried pickles won 6-3. Hamburgers
won, the audience tells why.
Hamburgers won 3-2. Spaghetti won 8-1. And then rice won 4-2.
Is anything going to beat rice? I mean, let's be honest. Rice is like the most common ate food in the world or something like that. Everybody eats rice everywhere. The rice train is coming. Can't hold it back. But that being said, Edward, Ryan, and then we'll let Rory, whoever wants to set the stage first.
I don't really have an inspirational quote tonight. Mine's kind of a little personal. We lost a good actor this past week, Chuck Norris. There's not really much you can say. Just prayer to his family, and then everybody enjoy. If you have spring break this week, go enjoy the games and everything. And if you're not, then still enjoy school.
Edward.
I'm kind of confused about the comment, but yeah. I was going to give you my be like water speech, but I'll save that for another day. So, mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Bruce Lee.
You go wrong, Bruce. Rory, the floor is yours. You have any special shout outs, any inspirational thoughts, or anything? It's all yours.
I'm not really the best at these things, but I have a sticker on my mirror and it says, "Don't stop when you're tired, but stop when you're done."
That is stuff to live by right there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's good stuff there. I know we brought Rory back for a reason, but Rory, get in touch with us about that. We'll make that happen with you alone or with your teammate or any other teammates, whatever you want to do. Be launching, I think, Edward, you didn't make your announcement or was.
Well, I mean, you let the cat out of the
Kind of let
bag.
it out of the bag.
So, I mean, I figured everybody across the world doesn't know now, but starting officially Wednesday, the Wednesday Sports Talk Show will be back in full stride, and it's lining up to be a massive opening show.
Yeah, and Wednesday nights, Rory, Ryan can't make it to us, so you're more than welcome on the Wednesday nights for sure, or Sunday nights. But Wednesday nights we would probably need you a little bit more than what we would on that. we need you on both nights, but you know,
I have to think of a job.
yeah, but get up with Edward if you can and work out the details. Tell us what you want to do and all that other stuff. We don't want to pressure you on live TV. Tell us when you're coming back. You know, yeah, but no, we don't want to do that. We've had a good time with you again. Thank you for coming back on and listening to us rattle again. And we're like 30 minutes past our due time here, so hopefully the sponsors are enjoying that. Give you extra sponsor time. But that being said, and I think Ryan heard me talk a little bit about it before the show, and we was both talking a little bit about lost a great actor, great guy, great man. Love Chuck Norris. In a movie I don't think I didn't like of his, and just he was more than just an actor. He was a great man, and quote that I've got from him: "There is no finish line." And it's sort of like what Rory said, but this is for Chuck. There is no finish line. When you reach one goal, find a new one. So that was sort of similar to what she was saying. So yeah, I think Rory's listened to Chuck a little bit too there. But that being said, from all of us at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.